Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Whether you watched it live on television or learned about it in school, the images are etched into American history.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Astronaut Neil Armstrong announcing the successful mission of the Apollo 11 lunar module named Eagle, landing on the moon in 1969. Only fitting the Eagle was commanded by a former Eagle Scout, an honor achieved by only about 5% of all Boy Scouts.
Just obtaining Eagle was always the number one goal for me, just because of the small percentage of Scouts that attain it.
There's 21 merit badges that have to be earned to be an Eagle Scout. Some of those are required merit badges like swimming, first aid, citizenship in the community, citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the world.
Local businessman Pat Riley earned his Eagle Scout rank in 1963.
I think it's taught me the basic roots of leadership and bringing people together. And that has been through my life, whether I was captain of a football team or president of a class, or now chairing nonprofits or running an organization as large as the Allen Tate Company.
Each year, Mecklenburg County produces roughly 250 Eagle Scouts. In addition to earning their badges, prospects are required to do an Eagle Scout project, coming up with an idea, submitting a business plan, figuring out how to raise money, and ultimately how to complete the project.
Well, I just identified a problem that youth was having in our community and society, and I wondered what I could do to fix that problem and to bring the resources together to get questions answered. I saw a gap between the community and law enforcement, and I found out how I could bridge that gap.
Naeem Rush Janke organized a youth citizenship symposium, bringing together city council members, police officers, attorneys, and students for a panel-style lecture and conversation.
I enjoyed the fact that I was able to take resources that I had and bring them to youth that had questions and had issues that they wanted to discuss. It was the most satisfying thing I could ever do.
David Vick joined the Cub Scouts in 2nd grade, quickly learning the values of service and leadership, completing projects like building a wooden race car from scratch.
And then when I got to Boy Scouts, I found, oh, you get ranks and you get to rank up. And the highest one is Eagle Scout. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna become that.
David also had an interest in following in his mother's footsteps. Kristen Vick became a Charlotte-Mecklenburg police officer in the early 90s.
He was really interested in the police department because I was there. My kids would come down, they'd see the officers, talk to them. Always fascinated with police work, and most kids are.
I joined the CMPD High School Academy program. I remember we did pull-ups on the old pull-up set that they have out there, and it was falling apart, it was a little rusty, my mom told me it was out there when she did training.
That gave David the idea for his Eagle Scout project, build a new set of pull-up bars for the Police Training Academy.
He started with a GoFundMe because he needed to raise some funds.
Every day in the summer, almost every day, we'd wake up, I'd get a bunch of volunteers, we'd go out, knock it out for like 5 or 6 hours.
And you're talking 30 volunteers getting involved with it, 3,300 volunteer hours over a period of 2 years to complete this project.
We ran into obstacles. The weather was crazy. Everything was just wet, everything was flooded. We had holes that were dug 3 feet deep and they were just full of water.
We were digging the holes and the next thing you know, we hit concrete. We don't know what to do, so we have to go rent a jackhammer. We almost came to the point where we were gonna move the entire project to another location.
Overcoming those obstacles, along with all the hard work, finally paid off when the bars opened to the Academy in January of last year.
And then he ran with it and blew my expectations out of the water. So thank you, David Vick, for your vision on getting this up and running.
The best learning lesson was having the problems along the way. He understands now when you go into business, when you're doing things, nothing is going to run smooth and you're going to end up with problems, and it's how you handle those problems, what kind of outcome you get, and how you deal with it to get the ultimate project.
And when I finished it, I felt, wow, I really made an impact on our community.
1, 2, 3.
So now, as police trainees go through their early mornings of jumping jacks, running, planks, and pull-ups, they can thank David for their new piece of equipment.
Yeah, Chief! Give me a couple pull-ups.
It's a very proud moment when you can look back on a year and you can see over 250 Eagle Scouts deliver their projects in the community.
So they're leading, they're raising money, they're giving the community something back that they need. Put that all together, That's the same skill set that they take when they work later on in the community.
Since the Eagle Scouts began nearly 110 years ago, it's been an exclusive male-only club, but that's soon about to change.
Of our 500 scouts, girls that have joined scouting here recently, there's probably 150 or so that are working towards their Eagle on that journey. So we're going to celebrate the whole girls class of Eagle Scouts at one time. So we won't just have the very first girl to earn it, but we're going to have a whole class and we're going to celebrate.
And as for David, he plans on starting college this fall, majoring in criminal justice. The ultimate goal to become a CMPD officer, which means he'll one day train on the very same bars he created.
That is a goal, yes.
Oh, he's going to get on the bars. So, yeah. And I don't think people are going to like him that much for that.
The Eagle Scouts, providing service to the community, giving help where it's most needed, while learning some important life lessons along the way. For Caroline Impact, I'm Jason Terzis reporting.